Hi everyone, I'm making this YouTube video on my return from Ipswich. I've spent 11 days down there. Well, babysitting a bulldog for Hillary's daughter, who wished to go over to Amsterdam for a few days. Anyway, we're back, and the pond appears to be running as per normal, thankfully. The only problem that's been troubling me whilst I've been down there is that I would normally have no misgivings about leaving the pond running as per normal and going away for 11 days. The trouble is that the sump pump in the sump inside the filter house is only delivering approximately 10% of its usual output. Now, the worst case scenario about this, the very worst case scenario is that I didn't have time to buy a replacement sump pump before we set off, so I crossed my fingers and hoped for the best. Now, the worst case scenario would have been the moment we set off down to Ipswich from here, which is a long journey, the sump pump gave up completely. Now, despite the fact that I'd turned the trickle down to as low as I could, then the following disaster could have taken place. So with the sump pump off, the constant trickle would have still been running. And after the trickle had filled the discharge box in the filter house, it would then start to spread onto the floor of the filter house and eventually short on one of the electrical connections that are closer to the ground. Now, this would have meant that everything would be turned off in the filter house, although the constant trickle would still be coming. So the worst case scenario would be that we'd return home tonight to find that the pond had overflown, and flooded the patio here. Thankfully, it did not do that, and the pump is still working as normal as to its 10% output. I've no need to say what would happen after that, because the level would then increase and start to flood the house. Thankfully, that did not happen. So I was pretty lucky there. Anyway, moving on. That disaster has been averted. Now, I'm moving on now to this, which happens to be my EPIQ filter, EPIQ. Now, I'm removing the lid and showing you that it has an end box, which means to say it can be both pump fed and gravity fed. Now, I could eliminate the end box because when I use this filter on my pond, I won't be needing the end box. I can use it as a normal gravity fed filter with one cartridge block and one brush box. Now, I know that one cartridge block and one brush box can run my 17,500 gallon pond with no problems at all. So I don't think I'm over exaggerating when I say that this could perform wonders on a mere 10,000 gallon pond. However, I do have some reservations about this, and I believe because it's only fabricated in 6 milli clear PVC, I'm not quite sure, and nor is the guy who makes them for me quite sure if they will be able to take the 56 gallons of water without shattering or bowing out. So I'll be testing this thoroughly before I place it on my pond. The other thing is that, well, if it fails, and I'll only know by testing, then it would be easy to make it in 9 milli polypropylene. Then I know for sure that it will work perfectly. I'm hoping that Susan Campbell will share this YouTube video of mine to my page on Facebook, but I won't be back out of Facebook jail until around the 17th of December. Now, I have been reading all the IMs that you've sent me on my Facebook account, and I can read them perfectly. The trouble is, I can't reply to them. So thanks for sending me them. There's over 90 to date over the past 11 days. Some are questions that I dearly love to answer. Some are statements that I'd absolutely love to answer. And some are humorous videos, etc., etc. It goes on. But if you do need to contact me, before the 17th of December, you can always email me, or you can telephone me on my mobile. I'm sure that Susan Campbell will again be able to post these contact numbers for you. So thank you for watching. Thank you.